Do you want to hear something really scary? Because this just happened in another country and it's coming here to the United States. All right, guys. So in Vietnam, 86 million bank accounts or financial accounts disappeared overnight. Now, a lot of the accounts were deleted. Not a lot. All 86 million were deleted, gone. And initial reports were 87, but it wound up being 86. Oh my God, 1 million off. 86 million accounts. And then the rumor or the vicious rumors that were going around were stating that these people completely lost all of their money. That in fact, the state seized it as a penalty for not joining the digital ID program. Well, initially when I read it, I was like, no kidding. And I sort of like, I believed it as well. And then I did a little research. In fact, I just looked at the bottom of my notes and I saw, okay, so they didn't take all of their money because I did a copy and paste. They didn't seize their money. They're holding on to it, I guess, until they join the digital ID, the system. So now their digital ID, what they wanted them to do was scan their hand, fingerprints, and their face. So biometrics is what they wanted. And a lot of people were like, no. Now, 86 million accounts are not 86 million people. There are people who own more than one account, right? So just keep that in mind. The fact that, when you hear 86 million, at first you're like 86 million people, 86 million accounts disappeared. That's well over a few million people, but that's not, I don't know the exact number of people it affected. Nonetheless, you wake up in the morning and your money is gone from that bank account. Again, the government is supposedly holding it until you join the digital ID system. And I think it gets put back into the bank, I think. But still, the ball's on the government to take your hard-earned money from you because you don't want to be a part of some bullshit system that the rest of the world, if not, sorry, the whole world doesn't want any part of. You know how many people are against this whole digital ID all over the world? It's not just the United States. It's not a conspiracy theorist. It's not people in the UK and France. All over the world, even people in Africa, even they know it's fucking bullshit. I forgot what country was fighting the whole biometrics nonsense for their banks. And they were like, no. There was another country where they took their dollars away, if you will, paper money, and made it all digital, and they were fighting against it. But in Vietnam, I'm surprised that there was no writing. You suspend my account because I don't want to be a part of your elite plan. There's a problem. People, for, I guess, general principle, should be out there causing some shit. But instead, I haven't heard anything. I haven't looked it up other than the last couple of days looking this stuff up. I didn't hear anything about fighting and rioting. Now, in China, there was a mini riots throughout China when bank accounts were frozen because of some financial crap that China was going through. And it froze a lot of accounts. And even then, they were mixing it up with I think they were like the police, the Chinese police. They were mixing it up with them. Civilians were. It was like an all-out little riot going on. Now forget about Hong Kong and their rioting a few years back because they wanted to separate from China. These people, there was like no reaction. At least, again, I didn't see anything on it. But the fact, guys, that this is coming to us, this digital ID world is coming to us. Now, here in the United States, we are doing it a little bit at a time. We're implementing little things here and there, a little bit at a time, to get us used to it and not just throwing out this blanket, you better be a part of the system or we're suspending your account. Now, again, some places you're going to read that the assets were forfeited and folded into the government's financial system, never to be claimed again. That's one article I read. But in fact, that didn't happen. Not that in fact, another article stated that it didn't happen. Now, I can wholeheartedly see government seizing all assets not to give them back. But another article saying they did, maybe that was the lesson to blow. Who knows? Because you can't believe everything you read. So as of right now, their money or their assets are frozen and being held onto until they join the digital ID system. So January 1st, this all started. They were sort of given warnings. Unverified accounts were restricted. In July 1st, or on July 1st, corporate accounts were suspended if they weren't verified. And on September 1st, 86 million accounts were suspended, or deactivated rather, So they gave them warnings. I'm pretty sure they gave them warnings over the month. But to tell people that you're, again, 86 million accounts, if they had enough warning, guys, that means they were standing their ground. Good for them. Now, unfortunately, because they're holding on to their money, they're going to have to join that digital ID system to get their assets out, I guess. I don't know how that's going to work. But again, that is dangerous, guys, because I think Vietnam was a testing ground to see how these people were going to react to this. Now, Americans, I don't think we have the balls to react a certain way, the way I want to react to it. If I wake up tomorrow morning and my account's suspended because I didn't join a digital ID account, I know that I'm going to lose my shit and probably wind up going to jail. But Americans as a whole has to react the same way. But because they're doing it a little bit at a time, I don't see what they did to Vietnam happening here. I don't see us waking up one day and it's all gone. They're just slowly implementing these things so that we go, oh, well, might as well kind of deal. And they keep hitting us with that psychological process of getting us into the digital ID. Instead of blanketing, hey, listen, join this or else. Because you tell people that, they're like, yeah, screw that, I'm not doing that. Like the whole, what is it, the new license thing that they want, the new digital ID license they want here for you, here in the United States to have so that you can fly locally. And if you don't do that, you need your passport, right? So all of that nonsense is part of the digital ID, right? They want you to have a more high-tech license here in the United States. That's leading to the digital ID. And a lot of people didn't abide by the way. So a lot of people didn't go get that special ID or license. It's called this. They didn't go and get it. So they're going to try again, I think, next year or the year after next. But we are putting up a fight because a lot of us are seeing where this bullshit's going. And we're not liking it. Other than that, guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching the Angry Prepper channel.